Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's Dark Avengers comic book review. Continuing into DC, one of the comics of the week. Action Comics number 13, annual number 13. And of course, because Lex Luthor is starring in Action Comics right now, the annual is all about Lex Luthor. First story is about Lex Luthor getting captured and sent, well, not captured. He travels to Apocalypse by accident on purpose, and he becomes one of Darkseid. Darkseid wants to enlist him, and you see how he's a cold, callous person from when he was way back and young. And basically, he tries to kill Darkseid, and he says, "I'm not gonna apologize. Kill me," because he didn't succeed in killing Darkseid, obviously. And Darkseid ends up letting him free. He lets him go free back to Earth. He escapes. You'd think that he's escaping, but he's really not. Darkseid kind of had it planned out. So that was the first story, and he's like, "This man is going to be a god amongst men. His intelligence is da 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 da." So it was okay. Can't wait for Superman to be back in Action Comics, to be honest. And then there was a follow-up story with Lex versus Ra's al Ghul.
Again, Lex?
Both stories were all about Lex.
Yeah, it's like over in Lex. Where's Superman then?
Apparently, Ra's al Ghul kills Lex in the second story, and he throws him into the Lazarus pit, and Lex comes back to life. So basically, Lex was in two situations in that comic where he was supposed to die, and he lived. He cheats death.
Maybe hopefully Superman will come back soon better than ever. You never know.
It will be better. It will be a lot better when Superman comes back.
For sure.
Now into something less sucky. Well, I'm not saying Superman sucks. I'm just saying right now the way Action Comics is going, I can't wait for the Lex Luthor story arc to just end, and hopefully Superman will come back. A comic that now has left Superman, at least for now. Adventure Comics 521. The new Green Lantern is chosen, or at least for now has been chosen, and big spoiler coming. The person who was chosen as a Green Lantern was Mon-El. He is the new Green Lantern. As you can see, Adventure Comics has now jumped into... Huh?
Wasn't that the one that we worked? Wasn't that the one that we voted for?
Yeah, that's the one we voted for. That is now... Yeah, but no, if he's a Green Lantern now. I don't know. See, he's also green. This is the last page of Adventure Comics. Sort of. I don't think he could lead the Legion if he's a Green Lantern. And now, actually, the interest in the Atom second feature has gone down to practically nothing. So, this is the last second feature in Adventure Comics of the Atom. When you get to the last page where they're holding his father hostage, it says to be continued in the giant-sized Atom Special number 2 coming in March. So we're in December now. So January, February, March. In 3 months, you get the conclusion of this story. So basically, there's no more Atom story for the next 3 months. And I don't think there's going to be another second feature to Action Comics. I think it's just going to go back to being a... well, next month is January anyway. All of DC Comics comic books are going to be going down to $2.99. So I'm guessing the page shrinkage really is... that's why the page is shrinking. All the second features are ending. All the long stories are being shrunk by about 2 or 3 pages. So, am I upset about the Atom storyline falling out as a second feature? Not really. It was doing all right, but it wasn't holding my interest as much as the actual comic story itself. I'm interested. Definitely very interested in what's going on in Adventure Comics with Mon-El being the new Green Lantern. Will I get back into the Legion of Superheroes? The answer is possibly starting January. When all the comic books go down, I might jump back in. And if I like it, I'll be honest, I'm only 3 months behind, 2-3 months behind. I could go back and get the other 2 issues. It's not a big deal. So, I could catch up like that with the Legion, because I stopped, what, 2-3 months ago? It was October, I believe, I stopped the Legion. So I can go back. Even if the other 2 issues suck, I'll just, bless you, it's true, I'll just skip over them. Speaking of that, before I get into the comic book that ties for Comic of the Week, sort of, because this is one of the 2 that ties for Comic of the Week, there will be new there will be a return of an old comic series next week that will be returning to my comic reviews, that will be returning in general to
Honey.
my comics. Yes, I know. And same thing with this one. Anyway, so look forward to seeing a return of a comic book next weekend on my comic review. That's why there's 5, because I'm getting last month's issue and this month's issue. Okay, the tying. Actually, there's 3. It's a 3-way tie between Lady Death number 0, Adventure Comics 521, and Brightest Day number 15. It's John Jones main focus. What? It's number 15. I know what I'm saying, hon. I've been doing this for a year now. I could have
sworn it said 16.
No, I've been doing this for a year now, hon. I know what I'm doing.
I know that. I just thought it said 16.
So anyway, John Jones is trapped, as we all know, by the evil female Martian. And she's controlling his mind, making him believe that Mars is back, and the JLA is so happy for him. And then all of a sudden, as you guys can see by the cover, he becomes a Green Lantern. Apparently Green Lantern is like a main focal point. And you know what's weird enough? I mean, the cover doesn't show his actual Green Lantern costume. This is his actual Green Lantern costume. And it looks a lot like Mon-El's.
That's cool.
Yes, she is, but she's not. You know, that's funny. Amber made a good point. Wonder Woman's in her new outfit, but in the actual comic book, she's in her old outfit.
Shows they're going to keep her back.
Yeah. And I will warn you guys now, I'm warning you with this page, it's kind of graphic.
Yeah.
Very graphic. But, yeah, I'm going to give you a briefie. Don't even look at it too long, Mike. And that's it. They really pulled out a couple of the stops for this one.
For sure.
The Flash was headless. For those, I know there are a few people that probably paused the video to look at the picture more in depth, but Flash is headless. That's all I'm gonna say. And I know it was all in his head, but still, it's kind of a little twisted, little bit twisted. So John Jones basically snaps out of it. His mind is stronger than hers, apparently, obviously. So he snaps out of it, and that's where it really ends. He's like, "How dare you?" I'll give you guys his exact words. Might as well. It was only 2 lines, really. He basically takes her and he says, "I do not fight for a lie of the mind." Oh, her name is Decay, a D:"K, and I never will. And that's basically where the John Jones story leaves off. Then you get you're at the Justice League of America headquarters, and Firestorm shows up and basically says this: "I'm about to destroy the universe," and he's asking for help. And that's where they leave you off. And in the next issue it says the origins of Aqualad, so I'm guessing they're leaving Firestorm alone for a while. And they also advertise the covers that will be coming out in January and February, where they won't be doing like actual covers. They'll be doing covers with the actual superhero that's starring in the comic, with their symbol behind it. I'm going to try my hardest to get as many of those issues as I can. Whatever I actually like, I will be picking up. So a lot of new comics, for 1 month at least, will be coming into this review web.
Which one has that in it?
I have no idea. It was one of them.
You kind of can get them at the ones you want.
It's not even important for a comic review, honey. It's really not.
You can show it.
No, it's not even important. Hereafter is being advertised in 1 or 2 of the DC comics. They made a new hit called Hold On. That's what Amber's talking about, and it's advertised in 1 of the 3 DC comics I showed you. I believe it's Adventure Comics that it's advertised in. I don't think it's Brightest Day.
It's a good band.
Yeah, really good band.
That's why I was mentioning it at all.
So, 3-way tie this week for Comic Book of the Week. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry, but we will not be doing the best of 2010 because I haven't even had time to label my, this is like the 20th episode now that I haven't labeled yet. So I don't have time to do a roundup. Starting next year, I'll mark off the Comic of the Week. This way we'll be able to do a top 10 comics of the year. I will do a roundup of 2010, like a briefy roundup, but that's about it. Just giving you guys a little heads up, but I'll let you guys know about that in my update, which is coming after this. So let's finish up this week's comic book review, 2 parts. Brightest Day 15. Very graphic. It's getting towards the end. It's okay. It's all right. It's starting. Like I said, it's a maxi series, and they start to stretch a little thin sometimes. They're trying to keep it going, and it's pretty good. Avenger Comics 521. Mon-El is now a Green Lantern. Really cool. I like Mon-El. I'm glad I got Avenger Comics. I'm probably gonna jump back into Legion. I might, depending on hopefully if Mon-El's in Legion of Superheroes. Pick this up. I'm not going to promote Legion of Superheroes just yet. Action Comics Annual number 13. Unfortunately, because Lex Luthor is starring in the mainstream, in the actual Action Comics, he's going to be the star in the annual. A lot of people are liking having a main character as Lex, Lex main charactering for a while.
He's popular.
I think it's complete and utterly useless. Lady Death number 0, the 3-way tie, really good. Check it out, but I'm warning you guys now, for mature audiences only. So if you're young, stay away from it. You're too young. Dak and Dark Wolverine number 3. Right now, the only one out of the 3 Wolverine titles that I'm actually enjoying, like really overly enjoying.
So why isn't that in your top?
It's not the comic of the week. It is in my top as far as Wolverine titles, but it's not in my top as far as the week. And this wasn't this week anyway. This is from last week. Check out the sneak peeks, one shot for coming comic books, and if you want just a freebie to throw away, New Gen, because I don't know what New Gen is, and I really could care less. It was free, and I thought I'd give it a shot to see what's up. So. All right, guys. Yeah, it was definitely a letdown. We're winding down the year of 2010. We've got, let's see, we're in the first 1, 2, 3, 4 more comic book reviews to go before the new year. As a matter of fact, the last comic review of this year is going to be filmed on the first day of the new year. So, that's something to look forward to in about 4 weeks. So until then, unfortunately, I will be getting my comics late also because it's the holiday season now. Once again, happy Hanukkah to those of you who celebrate Hanukkah. Check out PetesBasement.com for their weekly reviews. Last week they didn't do a review because of the holiday, because of Thanksgiving. Catching up this week, I'm sure, with their review. So I will see you guys next weekend for another Dark Avengers comic book review. What?
And also check out BigChad.com.
That's where I get all my comics. I advertise that on all my reviews. Yes, I do. Everybody knows that's the only place I buy from, honey.
I know. I just thought I'd throw it in since you didn't say it.
You can throw it in. MidtownComics.com, where I buy all my comic books. Good site, and a lot of people have been asking me. Yes, very reliable. I definitely would say 1,000,000% reliable.
Really quick.
They come quick and never miss an issue, and they give me receipts and
too.
everything. All right, guys. See you next week.
Peace and chicken grease.
Later.
Or I'll see you in the next video, whatever comes next.
Yeah.